Hey everyone, welcome back. How you doing? I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today we're diving into something that's been making waves online. A 56-year-old man, Shannon Sharpe, having a sexual relationship with a 19-year-old Gabrielle Zunigas, and now being accused of rape. The relationship started in 2023. She is now 20. She is suing him for $50 million. People are divided on this, with some calling out the massive age gap and questioning what kind of man would be dating someone so young, while others are arguing that this girl knew exactly what she was getting herself into because, well, she makes adult content. Plus, she has met with Shannon Sharpe prior to the lawsuit about 100 times. Add to that, there's this racial dynamic that's fueling even more controversy. She was sending messages to Shannon saying, I want a big black baby in me, and I want genetically gifted children, y'all. Some say it's another black man takedown. They hate to see black men, you know, gaining power and being powerful positions. So what do you guys think? What's the truth here? I do have some stitches that I want to share with you guys, so let's dive right in. Let's go ahead and get started. I will give more of my opinion at the end of the video.
Only if you put that baby gravy in me. I can do whatever I want to be. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, November 23rd, 2023. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, January 12th, 2024. That's my daddy fuck. I want you to put a big black baby in me. Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, August 6th, 2024. You better crave because you are going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me.
Lock this bitch
Make
up.
it make sense. He was in a relationship with this woman. She's an OnlyFans star. And then all of a sudden now she has filed a lawsuit. What has happened?
She is alleging that there were two occasions Shannon raped her, one of them being back in October of 2024 and the other being in January of this year. It certainly seems this way in the text messages they released, that this was not a like, we're going out on dates, we're going to events together. This was a sexual relationship. And we have seen in these text messages a lot more than I ever wanted to know about Shannon Sharpe's sexual endeavors in the bedroom, but she says that there were two occasions where it was not consensual, and that's what she's suing him for $50 million over.
Okay, here we go. Here's a phone call.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Okay.
When you hear him talking about choking her, Shannon says this is role playing. This is something that they did. They had rough sex. That's his version of it. That's certainly not what she is saying. She and her attorney released these phone recordings because they believe it shows that he was violent toward her.
Come on, bro. 100 times? You linked up with him 100 times and you want us to believe majority of those times it was abuse? Come on, bro. Don't scroll. Reports are finding out that the OF shawty that is suing Shannon Sharpe for 50 mil claiming SA and abuse has linked up with him about 100 times and kept going back. What make it worse, all their link ups, they were doing what she was asking in those messages. All that crazy stuff. It makes sense now why the phone conversation mentioned choking. This man, y'all over 100 times? You could call out Shannon Sharpe for shawty being 20 and the things they did. You feel me? But ain't no way anyone can sit here and actually believe this lawsuit. 100 times he moved, you moved after him to the same location to be around him. You want us to believe that 100 times that y'all linked up, every time you ain't want to or you felt unsafe, why you kept going back? 100 times? Come on, bro. I'm just here reporting the news. I don't have a leg in this race. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Shannon Sharpe, do better, bro. You rich. Do better, bro. Jesus Christ.
Men in their 50s like Shannon Sharpe pursuing women that are 18 and 19 reminds me of this clip.
What's your age?
I'm 18.
Now. I just turned 29, but I love teenagers. I love teenagers. The 18-year-old ones, they're like, hey, let's watch Death Note. You have a car. You know, it's so much hotter when it's like fresh.
He couldn't even see her to know if she's attractive or not because that wasn't the point. He reached out and touched her once she said her age. Notice he even does a childlike voice. He knows he sees a woman that young as a child, and that's why it's creepy. And he's 29 saying that. So Shannon at 56 years old, I'm sure he's saying that in his mind too. So all these men out there talking about, no, we like much younger women because they don't have baggage. No, they're easier to manipulate and you know that. They're much easier to impress. But you think you can fool a young woman. It's predatory in nature. For the men out there comparing Shannon Sharpe to Tracy Ellis Ross because she's saying she dates younger men, she's not talking about teenagers, but you are.
Shannon Sharpe got into what he calls a consensual sexual relationship with a 19-year-old woman, and he got exactly what he deserves. I don't know why he's posting these online, because without his texts or responses to her, they're absolutely meaningless. Love Shannon Sharpe. I loved him on the field, and I love his performance as a sports reporter. But at 56 years old, we ain't got time to be learning 19-year-old lessons.
Here's the breaking news. More developments in the Sharpe allegations. Shannon Sharpe is now, according to several sources, stepping away from his role at ESPN for a while until ESPN or Disney ABC, which owns ESPN, until they continue their investigation. So the story is getting bigger, and we'll see where it goes. Remember, the attorney's going to be on with me 5 o'clock Eastern today, Thursday. Don Lemon Show on YouTube.
This Shannon Sharpe situation don't even amaze me, because I've been telling y'all and preaching to y'all for so long that how older men like younger women because they can't handle women the same age as them or in their mid-30s. Let's be real. Let's do the math. That girl is 19 years old. Shannon Sharpe got a daughter that's 20-something. You mean to tell me you 50 and you like girls that way younger than your damn daughter? How is that possible? So y'all don't find nothing weird about that. Nothing at all. 19 years old and you 50. And not only that, don't y'all find it weird the way he was talking to the girl, how he want to do this to her and tie her up and all that? It's almost as if you were watching a grape video on Cornhub or something. You gotta be a sick individual. You gotta be a sick individual to record yourself taking it from a 19-year-old just to please your pleasure or get you up, and you can go back later on and watch it, how you took it and how she resists and said no. That's the type of stuff Shannon Sharpe is shooting over there. He want the girl on a video to be like, no, and he turn around and talk to her dirty and all that, and she be like, no, please, and all that, and he still force himself on her, even though she want it, but he want her to act that way in a video. So when he go back and watch it, it look like he just macho man. He taking it like, you do what I say do, like that type of shit. That's some sick minded shit. Now I see why a lot of them men around his age don't have a woman, because they can't deal with a real woman. They age, they just can't. It always the younger women that they want, that they know they can take advantage of and offer them any type of money, and they gonna go for it because they young and dumb. I told y'all. See, now shit hitting the fan now. Now y'all, I swear to God, y'all gonna start believing what I said in my videos. I promise you. These men cannot handle y'all women. They can't. They rather handle y'all daughter before they handle y'all.
So Shannon Sharpe said he is stepping down from ESPN. He is going to focus on his family. What fucking family, sir? If I was your daughter, I'd be fucking embarrassed. I wouldn't want to be nowhere near you. You messing around with 19-year-olds and you in your damn late 50s? At the same time, I would step down too, because baby, all I would be hearing every time you hit the goddamn mic is, oh, you want to see a black man choke a white woman? What the fuck is that? Like, who the fuck says that? Especially wanting to do that in public. Is that a fantasy of yours? Do y'all be playing these slave and master fantasies in the bedroom? I'm just curious. Is that a kink? Because that shit was embarrassing, bruh. Let me make something very clear. I don't condone women doing it either. Even though statistically, older women dating younger men tends to work. And majority of the time, when older men want to date a younger woman, it's control. And it's because she's not mature enough. And it's because y'all kind of like little girls. And older women date younger men because they can keep up in the bedroom. We reach our peak at 40. Y'all's drops. But that's neither here or there. Because when there's an opportunity to drag Drea Michelle for dating that little kindergartner, I sure do it. Like I said in my previous video, he has ruined his reputation. Nobody wants to touch a man in a scandal, especially a black man. The crazy part about it is you had 3 damn angels come to you and tell you to mess with older women. Okay? Cat Williams said, don't mess with the snow bunnies. Monique said, get you an older woman. Cheryl said, get you an older woman. You ain't listening to none of them. 3 strikes you out, my boy.
She texts him talking about put that big black baby in me and fill me up with baby gravy. He should have got rid of her immediately. Should have been no more conversation after that. You knew she was after you. When you get them type of flags, them are red flags as a man. Those are red flags. She is begging you to bust. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with the freak neck. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you in a certain position, it's just like Ant. It's just like Anthony Edwards. And this woman, she was direct. She kept repeating it over and over. Big black baby, baby gravy, bust all in. People make irrational decisions when they in the mood. That need to be studied. How a man's brain is altered when he's in the mood. You do shit you don't normally do. Fellas, if she texts you anything like that, give her a warning. If she do it again, cut off.
Uncle Shannon Sharpe is a perfect case study and example as to why there's an epidemic amongst black, famous, successful, rich men, and that they're always suffering. Their fate is always suffering at the hands of a mid-white woman. Average at best, to be honest with you. It's always an Ohio 6 that's like ruining the lives of these like great, successful black, entrepreneurs and figureheads. Why? You throwing away the empire potentially for a 19-year-old OnlyFans chick? She looked like iCarly, dog. She's not even Margaret Robbery. She's an Ohio white. I don't even know how to say that lady's name because I don't be frequent in those circles and like things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm lactose intolerant. But Shannon Sharpe, I can't be the only one who saw when there was a $50 price tag and bounty on Uncle Shannon Sharpe's head. I was like, let me go see what this girl looks like at least. That's like middle of America, like hot. Not even really hot. Like, why are you not going for the Tracy Ellis Rosses, the Nia Longs, the creme de la creme? You know what? Forget I asked that. Why are you just not going for women that are like a little bit closer to your age? Hell, 25, 30, you're going for 19-year-old OnlyFans chicks. You're risking your entire empire for a chick who is texting you consistently saying, put a black baby in me. I want a big black baby.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Unc, I'm a card-carrying member of the Freaky Club. That's a little too much, Unc. I'm sorry. 15 yards on the play. What the fuck? You going down bad for spoiled milk. That's not even milk. That's spoiled milk.
Y'all niggas on here talking about, but she look 25. Cool. But she's 19. The minute that you find out she's 19, like that shit naturally, you should like regurgitate. Like you shouldn't even want shit to do with Shawty. And y'all niggas on here talking about she's more beautiful because she's younger. It's beauty and youth. I could show you a 35-year-old right now that look like an 18-year-old. She got the mind of a grown woman, but she look like she's fresh out of college. Niggas that think like Shannon Sharpe purposely mess with extremely young women because those younger women are easier. Okay, they're easier to lie to. They're more easily impressed. They're easier to control because they're gullible. They're naive. They're more attached to their innocence because they haven't experienced nothing. You attracted a younger woman? Cool. You 56. Find somebody in their 40s or 30s or 20s. But no, you chose a 19-year-old. You want to know why? Because them 20-year-olds, them 30-year-olds, they up on game. They done hurt the lives before. They done been flued out. They done been impressed by the money, all that shit. That shit don't work with their ass no more. And I ain't stupid. Okay, a 37-year age gap, Uncle probably just trying to get it rocks off some fine shit. But you see where chasing lust gets you, don't it? Y'all niggas on here talking about beauty and the youth. Okay, cool. Show me the baddest bitch in the room I put her in front of a mirror and watch the devil pop out, nigga. Like, lust can destroy you. And the women do it too. Talking about some real basketball wives. Hey, these old women out here preying on these young niggas, bro. They grooming them. The shit's sick. Even if the lawsuit do go his way, I mean, the damage is already done, bro. The text messages, the big black, all that. Hey, look, man, check on your unks. Make sure these niggas ain't on that
Now,
shit.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm not one to kink shame. Actually, I'm lying. Because race play? Hell nah. Hell nah. TMZ just released another audio. And a big black man gonna do what? In public, Shannon? What? And I don't know if y'all role playing or not, but them text messages that came out yesterday where she said that she told you to use protection and she was crying and begged you not to put it you know where, that didn't seem like no role play. And then you keep talking about this is a money grab and a shakedown, but you tried to settle for $10 million during mediation before the lawsuit even became public. That's suspicious. That's weird. And even if it is a money grab, even if it is a shakedown, you deserve to be shook down, okay? Because that girl was 19 and you was 54 when you met her. Y'all need to find people y'all own age and stop being weird. Stop being weird, because this is getting very weird.
19 is still a teenager, fool. Teen is literally still in the number 19. Is that legal? Yes. Is it still a teenager? Yes. Y'all sitting here trying to compare what Tracee Ellis Ross said. She said younger man. She didn't say teenager. Younger man can be 2 years younger than her, 5 years younger than her. It doesn't mean a whole teenager. Any man who can't see something wrong with a grown man that's old enough to be somebody's granddaddy messing with a teenager, if you can't see something wrong with that, I want you to stay away from children. I want to keep you away from children. I don't trust children around you. I don't trust no man who can mess around with girls younger than their daughters, especially when you have young daughters, right? It's something wrong, especially when the girl that you're messing around with, 19, 20, she don't look it. So there's another reason why you're seeking out these younger girls. And it ain't because they look better or because they look young, because she doesn't even look 19 or 20. You could have easily went and found a white girl who is closer to 30 who looks like that. Right? Because she ain't no outstanding, crazy, exotic looking white girl. She's a very basic looking white girl. And you could have found one in her 30s or close to 30 that looks exactly the same way. But it's something about her being young that you like. Right? And that's what a lot of y'all don't want to face and admit. A lot of this don't be having nothing to do with looks and them looking younger and looking better, because you could find women who look just as young, who are of age or older. You don't want to, because it's about the age. It ain't about the looks. It's about the age. It's about the inexperience. It's about you being so much older than them and the authority that you want to have over that person. Because again, if it was only about looks, you would just find older girls who look younger, which exist. You just got to call a spade a spade. Y'all are predators. That's it. That's all. You're predators. You seek these younger girls for their age, not their beauty. It ain't just about the beauty. You're predators. He came out and said that this wasn't even a real relationship. This was basically just some OF model that he got with to get his kinks off every week. So again, if it was only about the sex and your kinks and all of that kind of stuff, you could have got an even more experienced OF model who'd have been on this earth longer and know more tricks. But you didn't. And it's a reason why he didn't. It's a reason why he chose a 19-year-old OF model. And it wasn't about no body count, because she's an OF model. So I'm sure that cat done seen many a rides before, right? So it ain't about her being younger, lower body count. That wasn't a factor. It's all about the fact you just like young girls, very young girls, and that makes you a nasty old creep. And again, any man that condones it, you're a nasty old creep predator too. And that's it. That's all. And if I find out you're a nasty old predator on my page and you follow me, I'm going to block you, because I don't want no predators on my page and following me.
So much for making it this far into the video. Now, where does this leave us? On one hand, we have the uncomfortable truth about age gaps in relationships. We know a lot of men prey on younger women, and all for the wrong reasons. And on the other, we're left questioning how much consent really exists when power imbalances come into play. She is much younger and much more impressionable. He is wealthy and famous. On the other hand, as well, the racial kinks in the adult content angle is something as a black woman I side eye because why is that something that turns you on as a black man? And knowing that, he has spoken badly about black women in the past, he doesn't get my sympathy, not one bit. He was swimming in the snow and he got frostbite. Simple. And also, that doesn't take away from the serious allegations. At the end of the day, this situation isn't just about who's right or wrong. It's about looking at power, consent, and respect and relationships, regardless of age or career. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will see you guys in my next one.